Hello and welcome to the channel once again. JB Glossinger here. I am so glad you're with me today. And I got some great questions today from some of our subscribers here on the channel. And as you know, we have the best subscribers in the world. And the reason I know that is just look at the comments. This video alone, we're going to be talking about the reMarkable 2. Yes, it's not out yet. Yes, I was supposed to get mine in July. I've been doing videos on what we know is coming because as we know, the software is not changing much. It's really just a hardware change, but really giving information to try to help people decide, is this something that I should pre-order? So should you pre-order or should you order the reMarkable 2 or the reMarkable or other e-ink devices like the Quadrano? We're going to answer some questions that I've been getting on that and discuss a few things. Okay, so first question I got is from Ismail Diaz. Ismail asks, is the reMarkable 2 a good option if I want to draw landscape and stuff like that? So what we go by right now is the reMarkable 1, which has been out for a few years. I've had it since it first came out. And again, the reMarkable 1 or the Quadrano or any e-ink device is very similar. And basically, they're great devices for writing on and just really a paper replacement. I think that's the key thing. A lot of people don't recognize that all these are notebooks, right? They're paper replacements. It's really important to understand that. And if you write on paper or draw on paper now, a device like this can work really well. The Quadrano is much bigger, but reMarkable 2 will be very similar to reMarkable 1, very similar screen size, just a little thinner. And yeah, it's a great replacement for paper if that's what you're looking for. Are there issues with e-ink devices? Yes, if you've never had an e-ink device before, they're kind of sluggish a little bit when you turn the pages. They work, but there's some on and off stuff with them. They're not your iPad that's going to be moving really smooth and fluid. So there are some issues with e-ink. But if you're somebody that has a little issues with your eyes, maybe you want to get away from that blue light of the iPad all the time, and you want to change it up a little bit, and you want to use e-ink, then the devices are great for drawing. They're great for you. I personally use my devices primarily for note-taking and PDF markup. But let's continue on the questions. The second question he has is there a way to get your books from the same software company? So the thing is with the PDF the devices, the e-ink devices, typically they are PDF readers with some EPUB and books that are DRM free, meaning your Kindle books are not going to work on here unless, as you can see from the comments of some of our wonderful subscribers, there are ways to get your books to be DRM free. I do not use these as readers, but if you wanted to, yes, you can go get books and then take the DRM off and put an EPUB on here and it'll work. The Quadrano, which we're not really getting in today because it's like the reMarkable 2 kind of conversation, is just a PDF reader. There is a company that makes Onyx, and many of my subscribers know about Onyx. I personally don't like their note-taking ability, but as far as a reader, I think they're some of the best out there. Their note-taking is a little sluggish, and I've had an Onyx Books Max 3, and I got rid of it because I didn't really use it except for as a reader. I didn't use it for a note taker, but they have great products if you want to look into that. So yes, you can put books on here, but not really from the same company. You're going to load these books up through their system. I got an email to pre-order reMarkable 2. It says I get a $200 discount by pre-ordering. According to that discount will remain for Christmas. Should I get it now? That is a great question because if you can get a discount on it, I think it's great. I have been using my reMarkable for years and I love it. I've gotten all my work out of it, but again, I use it for note-taking. I use it for writing the pre-notes for my show. That's what I do. I've been using the Quadrano a little bit more because I got it a couple weeks ago and I'm testing it. But for what I use this for, it's a great device. It's replaced my paper. Anytime you get a discount, I think it's great, but we're all kind of waiting for this reMarkable 2, right? I was supposed to get it in June. I was batch 1. They moved me back to batch 2. I actually got a question in, how did I know that? They emailed me. By the way, you may need to email customer service if you've already got a order in for a reMarkable 2. And the final question that Ismail has is, the reMarkable versus the Samsung Tab 6, which one do you recommend for writing and drawing? So we started to get into some of the Samsungs and like the iPad, which I keep looking over here. I have it right here. There's just a little difference there. You could always put the paper-like on the iPad, and they're going to do more things. I'm going to get into that in a minute because I've got a lot of students asking me questions about the reMarkable and the reMarkable 2 and the reMarkable and the iPad or tablets. But at the end of the day, yes, they're great devices to draw on. But if you get into the other tablets, the Samsungs, the iPads, they're going to have a lot more functionality, and that's what you got to weigh. And that leads me into the next question, which Ocean Waves asks, hi, I've been eyeing the reMarkable and was wondering if you would recommend it for a college student. I love your videos, by the way. Well, thank you, Ocean. I love you watching the videos. Here's the deal with a student. If you're watching this and you've caught this because of the reMarkable 2 tagline, and many people have, right? The idea is that the reMarkable or the reMarkable 2 or any e-ink device is a kind of a secondary device to your laptop, okay? Your laptop is typically going to be where you write your papers, your notes. You're going to do a lot of things on your laptop or your iPad. I still think for a student, the iPad is one of the best devices ever because you can do notability, you can take notes, you can do recordings. I mean, it's got a camera on it. I mean, there's so much more you can do with it. And then secondary to the laptop. Where these devices come in for a student is if you have the budget to spend money on a device like a Quad Reno or reMarkable 2, they are great devices to carry in and handwrite your notes and get rid of the paper. So if you typically write all your notes on a laptop or an iPad, you really don't need the reMarkable or reMarkable 2. You just don't. I mean, you're typing your notes anyways. But if you're somebody that's always carrying around a notebook and note papers, this would be a great replacement. Or a Rocket book, which I talk a lot about, and I love my Rocket books, which are you can just write on them and then put them in your notes in the computer and then wash them off and you're ready for the next one if you're on a budget. If you can fit in one of these devices, I believe they're a luxury, but they're a great device for a student if you're used to handwriting your notes. And I hope that helps you, and that's a great comment. So if it's me and I'm a student, the first thing I look at is my laptop capable? Am I writing my notes anyways on my laptop? Am I a good typer? If not, do I have a tablet or an iPad that I consistently use? If you check those boxes and you're like, hey, that's how I take my notes, you're good to go. But if you're somebody that's always carrying around a notepad or a notebook, right, in a folder, these are great devices, including the reMarkable 2, which hopefully we will have real soon. Okay? And the third question I want to get to comes from Lydia. I love the name Lydia. That was actually my grandmother's name. I love that. It says, hello, I stumbled upon your video. You make it so simple for a person who is not tech savvy. Thank you. But I do take notes about everything. I'm considering buying the reMarkable, but I've noticed that the file packages are sold on some web store. Are you able to download onto the reMarkable? Can you download on this device? Hope my question is relevant. Thank you in advance for your reply. Of course, Lydia, your question is relevant. I love questions. That's what makes this show. And what you're asking about really is the templates and the templates you're going to use on the reMarkable. Now, the reMarkable or the Quad Reno or these other devices comes with some great templates. It comes with music, or you can a lot of different types of templates you can use on here. And in fact, you can make your own and put it in a PDF and side load. So you can definitely utilize the ones that are already on here. But there's some really great ones out there. I think it's eNotepads has a whole site that creates them. There's some on Etsy. So yes, you can go out and get templates from other people. In fact, not that, because you're like me, you're not tech savvy, right? I don't consider myself really tech savvy. I'm not going to go hack this device, but for those of you, and I've got subscribers that are, they're hacking this thing. They're doing all kinds of stuff to this thing because it runs on Linux. But if you're not tech savvy, yes, you can get your templates for your reMarkable 2 from external sources, or there is a lot provided from the company. So you can get a lot of reMarkable templates that way. And the Quad Reno actually has a bunch, and so does the Onyx. Most of these devices now have a pretty good following, and they have some templates you can get. So those are some great questions. I hope it helped you. As always, it's really important that we get into the comments. I really believe that my channel, even though we're growing, we're small, we have some of the smartest people. By the way, you guys, I got the Lammy coming. It's supposed to be here today. I'm going to do a shootout between these styluses, and what I'm talking about, the styluses from my other videos. I use this pencil stylus, the Strattler stylus, with my reMarkable. The quadrant stylus is a little different. Little preface to the next video I'm going to do. I ordered a new one based on the suggestions of the subscribers, which is great. And I'll do a shoot off between these. And I appreciate you telling me put the reMarkable nib in the Lamy because it may make a difference. I'm going to try that out. That's a video coming. So basically, if you've got a question, please leave them in the comments. And if you're one of my wonderful subscribers, please put some comments for those students and those people that are trying to figure out this. I know there's a lot of people that are a lot smarter than me watching, and it's so great when you contribute to the channel. By the way, if you want to help us grow, click that subscribe button and make sure you hit that little bell, because if you don't hit the bell, you are not going to get my videos. And I try to put 3 to 5 videos out a week on all kinds of stuff. We're still trying to get the vibe for the channel. But right now, it seems like the reMarkable 2 and the reMarkable are really the money spot for me. But we're going to try to really expand the channel here real soon. Got a new studio, a lot of things going on. But the whole idea is to help you and really put some information out there. So please, if you get a chance, hit that subscribe if you like what we're doing. And then, of course, that like button. So as always, I appreciate you. Hopefully, these questions will help you decide, do you need to order the reMarkable 2? Should you order the reMarkable? reMarkable is a great device. I can't wait for reMarkable 2. I'm in batch 2. Any day, probably in the next 2 to 3 weeks, I should have it. I will get a full review up. First, I'll do an unboxing and a review. But for you, I hope this helps. E-ink devices are kind of a weird animal. They work real well, but they're kind of a luxury item. And if you get that, then you'll have your system set up, especially for students with the iPad and the laptop, and then you utilize these to replace paper and maybe read a little bit. That's where I want you to really understand, at least how I use it and how I see it. And in the comments, I'm sure you'll get a bunch of other ideas. All right, until the next one, go have a great one. Thanks for watching, and thanks for subscribing and liking this video.